Yo, what it do? It's your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Holla at your boy. You already know what to do, my G. Hit that subscribe button on that bell notification. You know what I'm saying? But top of the day, so let's talk about it real quick. Damian Lillard right about the NBA. You ain't seen his interview with JJ Redick. I believe it's called Old Man Old Man and the Three, something like that. I'll put the link in the description to the interview. Y'all can check it out yourself. But there's a certain part of the interview right towards the end. JJ asks Dame, what's his position on the NBA current status right now? Um, After this, I'll play a little clip of it. Y'all get a little bit of grasp of it, what I'm talking about. And when we come back, we're gonna talk about it. All right? All right.
I came in to take game over, eating everything, no leftovers. I pulled up with all my soldiers. Boss that is one word is over. In my hood, they treat me like Hover. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. I'm at they throats, I ain't letting off. 100 car, I'm about to let it off.
I mean, I would say the biggest difference is, how do I put it?
Say it.
I'm gonna say it. No, that ain't the problem. I would say, what's the word I'm looking for? When I came in the league, I put it like this. When I came in the league, like Jason Kidd was starting for the Knicks, and Grant Hill and Kurt Thomas and Kenyon Martin. You know, it was like real older dudes in the league. I played with Jared Jeffries. He was 40 or 41 or something. Earl Watson was 40 when I played with him. I played with like real vets, and it was a lot of stuff that I learned about being a point guard, or, you know, how to lead from Mo Williams and Earl Watson and Jared Jeffries. And they didn't even play, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just the way that they showed me how stuff had to be done. I had no choice but to respect the game. You know, I didn't have, the word I was looking for is entitlement. Like when I came in the league, you had to earn not just what you get from the team or like the respect. You had to earn your space on the team. You know, it was no, oh, you the sixth pick of the draft. It's your team. Like, what is this your team stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think now the biggest difference is you don't have that veteran presence. So you got players who are more talented than ever coming into the league. They're getting picked, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're making more money than those picks ever made. So not only that, now you're giving them the keys to the franchise. There's nobody there to really let them know, like, you super talented, but like you got to earn stuff around here. You know what I mean? You got to earn your way. So they come in and everything is just given to them from the beginning. So that affects how they are, the way they play. Like, they play for themselves. They play for stats. They, you know, think that they're LeBron James when they make an all-star game, or, you know what I'm saying? They get a max contract. It's just different. I don't know how to completely put it together, but the NBA I play in now is not the NBA that I came into. And I expect it to evolve. Everything is constantly changing. But like, I feel like I play for the love of the game. Like, I want the competition. I want to know what it feels like to win. I want to see my teammates do well. I want to see my teammates get paid. You know, like, I enjoy the bonding part of it. Like, we spend more time with each other than anybody. But now it's like, that don't count. Regular season don't count. Get a ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's the MVP. This guy did this. He the first. It's like, bro, what is this stuff? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to make it about my situation, but I was talking after a game like a week ago, and I was just like, they was asking me about Dame, but like, to win a ring, and I'm like, bro, I don't need to prove to y'all that I want to win a ring. Why the hell do I play? Like, I don't need to prove that to y'all, but we cannot keep acting like, while I understand we play to win championships, we all want to win the championship, we can't keep acting like nothing matters, like the rest of the stuff, the journey doesn't matter. We can't keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's so many ways that the league is different. There's so many ways, and I think about it all the time where I'm like, man, I just don't, I don't know if I can just play a long, long time, because I don't enjoy what the NBA as a whole is becoming.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. You know what it is. It's your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather. So this is my position on what Dame had to say. I think he's 100% correct. And what I'm talking about, he is talking about the road to the championship, regular season. Me and my partner Reggie Jackson, shout out to Reggie Jackson about this. Talk about this all the time. Like, he especially talks about this. He's very strongly about this when I talk to him about basketball. Playoffs is great. You know what I'm saying? We get to the playoffs, win the championship is great. But what about the road to it? You feel what I'm saying? The journey to it and stuff like this. I've talked to a lot of older cats, and they feel this way about the NBA. Even younger cats, you know what I'm saying? They all feel this way about this. Fans of the game feel this way about this. Like, Jay, what you talk about? I'm talking about the sitting out when you're not really hurt. You know, I don't want to do back-to-back games and stuff like that. Even certain of the younger NBA players that are in the NBA, they're saying this. Anthony Edwards has said this. Like, he prides himself on showing up. Now, if I'm hurt, I'm hurt, but I'm playing back-to-back games. I want to be out there. And for a person that's a fan, I spend my hard-earned money, you know what I'm saying, to take somebody to the game, my son, whoever, a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Hey, a friend wants to come, you know what I'm saying? Or I get invited to a game. And like, hey man, such and such is playing, the Hawks is playing the Milwaukee Bucks. I know you're a Giannis fan. Oh, you know I'm there. I'm there, my G. I'm there. Then turn to find out he ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Not because he's hurt. And I'm not saying this about Giannis like he does this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using him as an example. You know what I'm saying? But, he's not playing back-to-back games because he already played and he dropped like 50-something points the night before. This is one of the reasons. You know what I'm saying? The glorification of just getting a ring. Listen to the word. The glorification of just getting a ring. What about the regular season stats and stuff like that? My point, going back to Reggie, he always says this stuff like that. He'll tell me he finds LeBron to be a phenomenal player. But if you go look at his catalog of stuff, one regular season scoring title, and just recently, one regular season assist leader. There's cats that have way more accolades, way more accomplishments than LeBron, but they don't get the same recognition or the same glory or same publicized glory. And it's not to take nothing away from what he's done, but what I'm just saying is there's regular season stuff that a lot of players do that I don't see him do. Like I said, there's cats that have won multiple scoring titles, multiple assist leaders, multiple block leaders, multiple rebounding leaders, and yet you're top 5 in all these categories, which is phenomenal, but these are longevity stats. Longevity stats. Then we're talking about teams. Let's talk about that. I would pride myself on being number 1. At least top 3. I don't pride myself on we're like 6 seed, 7 seed. Now The NBA is trying to change these rules up to make the NBA more exciting and stuff like that. Let's have this play-in tournament from what is it, 7th to 10th. We're gonna do a little play-in tournament. Technically, we go back to old school rules. You really didn't make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got in the playoffs by this play-in tournament, which never existed until now. I'm pretty sure this is going to go on for a long period of time because there's more games, more revenue, because that's all what it's really about. Most of these NBA players are about their brand versus being out there on the court. This is me personally. I will say this. For the first, depending on who you are, between 2 to 3 years, you're playing as hard as you can. Because why? You want to get out that rookie contract. Hopefully they'll sign you to an extension. Then once you get out of that extension, I need that max deal. Look at what a lot of these numbers that players are making nowadays, bruh. You could be you could be 6 man. Making a good couple mil, bruh. A year. Double digits. You got brands on top of brands on top of brands. Nike, Armor, New Balance, earbuds, 2K commercials, all State Farm commercials. Why do I really care about getting a championship? Why do I really care about really performing out there after I gotten all these endorsement deals? After I'm in my rookie extension, or I got this max deal and stuff like that. And it pains me to see an NBA player sit out, hold out, or force a trade, you're getting buku's amount of money. Us as fans, we're paying you from jersey sales, shoe sales, us coming to the game, the arena alone. Like, come on, my G. Them seats that's sitting right there on courtside, bro, they are not cheap seats. They're not cheap seats. Feel me? That's what I haven't watched. Like I haven't watched First Things First. I haven't watched Undisputed. I haven't watched none of these programs that's talk about Damian Lillard. Because I didn't want it to warp my mind on what my viewpoints or what I wanted to say to you and stuff like that. Because I read the captions and it's like, oh, I'm frustrated. I don't really enjoy the game. That's a little bit of part of what he has said. But me personally, like I said, I didn't watch it. I guarantee you, they didn't hint on the fact that what he had said about probably like how we're forgetting about the road to the finals, road to the playoffs. We're forgetting about all that. A lot of players don't even, they're injury prone nowadays. They got to sit out for nicks and knacks. They don't want to play basketball back to back. Y'all remember a couple years ago, Charles Barkley said this. The NBA players are spoiled. Come on, man. Y'all can say Charles Barkley says outlandish stuff all you want to. But you know he's right. Go back and look at The Last Dance, because that's what I always like to reference when I talk about certain shit. Look at the training facility. Look at the medical equipment they had. Like, y'all got top-notch stuff, and yet y'all always neck and neck. Y'all always hurt. I can't play back-to-back. Like, Michael Jordan played 982 games, seasons. He played all 92 NBA seasons. Let that sink in. In an era that was more physical. And we all watched The Last Dance. He was smoking cigars. He was drinking alcohol, beer. It's like stuff like that. Gambling, going to the strip club, going to the casino, gambling the night before a game. And yet, he put up numbers. Had a very good field goal percentage. And played 982 seasons. I think he played 3 81 game seasons, then 180 game season. There's quite a few players that's playing 82 game seasons and stuff like that. And then there's quite a few that are not, and these are top notch players, max deal type players. Let's trade our whole franchise away to get this type of player. I'm going to give my keys to this player. I'm going to give away everything but the kitchen sink just to get this one guy. And he does not perform and he does not play. Just saying. It's Damian Lillard. He may be right. I believe he's 100% correct about this. You know what I'm saying? You can't help an injury. I understand the legitimate injury. I understand that. But I'm pretty sure Jordan got nicked and banged up and hit and all that stuff. And he still went out there and played. Now, do y'all think it could be because of ownership? GMs? Hey, y'all need to rest him. Hey, that's franchise. You know what I'm saying? We don't need him out there. Could be possible. It could be a possibility. I don't think it's just the players. Maybe they won't say it publicly, but I think it's got something to do with the owners as well. Because it's a business and they got to protect their assets. But I'd be damned if I paid such and such money and my favorite player is not playing because y'all just want him to rest. Now, depending on what time you're seeing this, I believe it's tonight. Lakers are playing, and AD is not playing a back-to-back game. This is not due to an injury per se. This is due to upper management saying, we already discussed this. AD is not playing back-to-back. It's stuff like that I just don't get. The stuff like that it's just mind-boggling to me that this is what we got going on. This is why a lot of older cats don't like the new NBA. From the league is already soft. You blow on somebody, it's a foul. You feel what I'm saying? So the physicality is not there like that. Troubling. That's why a lot of cats, I think when we talk about ratings and stuff like that for the NBA, well, a lot of people watch college, especially around now. March Madness is happening and stuff like that. People are more into college because it means more to somebody. They don't even have to go to the school. They don't even go to the school. Never even went to the school. They just like the team. They like the state that they live in, so they rooted for that team. You feel me? And they love it. Same thing with college football. I feel like a lot of people like college football more than regular football. That's why, like, if you talk to a lot of people, like, man, I don't like the NFL. I don't like the way it is transaction. I mean, the way it's moving and stuff like that. There's a lot of older cats that say this. A lot of cats in my age category, we talk about this too and stuff like that. But he got a very good point, man. The journey, the expectation, the level of competition and all that stuff, man, is just like psh, sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I was watching Undisputed a couple days ago, and they was talking about AD. AD one night dropped 38 or something like that, crazy numbers, rebounds, blocks, and all that stuff. But then the next game, you only dropped like 8 points. where is the level of intensity? Where is the level of aggression? Where is the want to win? Because let's go back to where LeBron broke the record. AD was sitting down. They asked AD, why was you sitting down? AD said it was because we're losing. Then I should feel that same intensity every single night that you play. If you're losing, you don't like to lose, and y'all want to get into play-in or playoffs, then where's the intensity at every single night? Yeah, you can have a bad shooting night, but you can tell when somebody's giving you the effort. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what Dame is alluding to. Like, you know what I'm saying? The effort, it's the want, it's the journey out there. But like I said, nowadays, man, especially for the NBA, you can see the players. You can see individual players. You can find like any team like, oh, I like him. I like how he carry himself. I like his approach, his demeanor, all that stuff. So you can feel attached to these players and stuff like that. The NBA has allowed the NBA has allowed the players to have more of a voice than like mostly any other sport. From the shoe deals, from the jerseys, from the commercials and stuff like that. It's like so you right there with them. You know what I'm saying? Players got Twitters, IG accounts. So you really interacting with these players more than ever. So egos, ego is through the roof, bruh. Like your swag is through the roof, bruh. Like I mean, when you're young, too, on top of that, you getting that type of money. It's like, yo, I got my deal. I got my money. I can help my family out and stuff like that. Why do I really need to care? You signed me to a 4-year deal, da 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 da, for X amount of money. Like you're getting hypothetically 35 mil. That's for your first 3 seasons. That's tons of money than anybody has that's working a 9 to 5. You get from under that deal, you sign an extension for even more money. Oh, depending on what type of player you are now, you can get hit with the max deal. In the max deal, we're talking about 300, 200, 1,500 mil for 3 to 4 years. Come on, bro. The same, bro. And that's not including endorsement deals. Why do I really care? I could give minimal effort. Do these NBA players work on their crafts to really get better, work on their bodies, stay in shape, and elevate their game to the max? Let's just remember a couple years ago, James Harden forced his way out of Houston Rockets to go to the Brooklyn Nets. Look how he wasn't even in shape. It was like he was partying his ass off, got fat, did not care because he wanted to force his way out. This is what we doing. This is I thought this I like I'm only speaking as a fan, so I don't know any NBA player. I don't interview these guys. I don't know what they thinking. I don't know how these organizations are. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about the fan perspective, like what I see. I think a lot of us feel this way that I can care less what they don't want to pay you or you want to get traded. Your job is to play basketball, a game that you grew up loving to play as a little kid, watching all your favorite NBA players. Oh, I want to be like him. I want to be like him. I want to be like him. You went through your high school years, you went through your college years, made it to the NBA. then it's boom, it's over with. Like I said, man. Let me know what y'all think down there in the comments like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Holla at you, boy. You already know what to do. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe, my G. Turn on that bell notification. Holla at you, boy. All right? Yo, quick side note. I said this earlier. We don't know what's going on in these. I'm not speculating that Ja is lying about his mental problems. Because we all know that this mental health phrase been thrown around a lot these last couple of years. And the level of pressure, a young man like him, I think he's 23, 24-ish. You're making about 200 mil. You got a shoe deal. You was about to have a Powerade deal. I'm gonna say I said this in the last video. Can't be fumbling these bags. I hope on some real shit. Anybody that's going through anything, man, they get the proper help. Cause especially as men, no one cares. Like, this is a reality, man. No one cares where we go. You know what I'm saying? You can sit here and talk to somebody, hey, I'm going through something. In the back of their mind, they really don't care. They're like, bruh, you're a man, get over it and brush it off. That's it. I would never sit here and say somebody was like, yo, lying about this. I don't know. I don't talk to the brother. Just anybody that's going through something. Find somebody to talk to, man. Let that shit out. Air that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real stuff, man, because suicide is high for men versus women. Because we hold stuff in. We don't think that's manly enough to talk about what's going on stuff. And you hold it in. And I'm going to talk about this more on another video about the influence of NBA, NFL, rap, all this stuff. Because it's just mind-boggling how much that we are trapped in the matrix. And a lot of people don't want to be unplugged. And I'm like dead serious about this. Like, bro, like we gotta wake up and see what's really going on. Like, I'm not talking no Illuminati stuff, none of that or whatever, but there's stuff happening behind the scenes that we're not really paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? Not just from the NFL, not just from the NBA, not just from rap, TV shows that you watch, all the commercials that we see, bro. But like I said, we're gonna talk about it in a later video, man. Like I said, bro, I just wanted to do another quick take. Just saying, man. Shouts out to John Moran seeking help, taking a step back and sensing reality. You know what I'm saying? Like really looking at reality. Because when you up here, it's so easy to fall. And I do appreciate. I'm not saying. I do appreciate that I see a lot of NBA players, a lot of people talk about him getting help, him seeking help, and not like trying to bash him and stuff like that. Like, I just saying like, yo, don't fumble the bag, my G. Don't fumble the bag. And we can't be doing idiotic stuff to give this money